play on that link that you posted already.
Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Apparently it worked. It's got you as a host. It says host Sean Simons.
Yeah, you can change that.
No, I know. I didn't know. Okay, so apparently we are live. Okay. All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. The one person watching. I guess it's me and Eric. Oh, maybe it's Eric. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts, episode number 18. We had a special guest lined up, and I will repeat this again here in a little bit when there's more people coming in. My special guest was unable to make it tonight due to still not feeling very well, understandably. And so tonight we're going to have Jade and Eric here in a little while, maybe 30 minutes or so. We're going to talk about the fly-in that they just went to and all the fun that they had. Until then, let's meet some of our panels. We have Will.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, Will. Where can we find you at on your social medias?
You can find me at willflyppg.com or youtube.com/willfly.
Awesome. And then we got Mark Elroy, Mr. Mark Elroy.
Good evening, everybody. You can find me on YouTube at Paralife PPG or on the internet at www.paralifeppg.com.
Very nice. Miss Linda, where can we find you and all your flying skills?
Yeah, I'm fly, all right. I fly by the seat of my pants every day, let me tell you. It's ParamountUSA.com, or you can find me hanging out on Thursday nights at paraglidingtalk.com.
Very nice. Sean, where can we find you?
Well, hello, everyone. I don't have a picture on right now because I'm laying in bed with some upper respiratory infection and on some really good medication, but no big deal. I'm hanging out with you guys.
Better.
I know it says host, but I'm not the host with the mostest. Actually, it's Shane. But you can find me at ppggrandpa.com or my newest website, iflyparamotors.com.
Very nice. Hey, when we have Jade and Eric, right now they're dealing with something, but they will be back.
I'm here at least.
Oh, you can take a break.
Okay, if you want.
No, I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I'm sorry.
You're doing fine, Shane.
No.
It's fine, man.
No, okay. So, anyways, Will, you done any flying this weekend or this past weekend?
Yeah, I've done. I had the fortunate opportunity to fly around a balloon festival, which was really cool, and seeing 10 balloons up at the same time, that was really neat. And flew that with a couple buddies, and then yesterday went to a beautiful grass strip in Eflin, North Carolina. And as soon as I launched, I was the first one to launch. As soon as I launched, I looked over, and in the next field or a couple fields over was a freaking balloon, another balloon, and just sitting there. So I guess this has been the balloon week. But hey, lately it's been some halfway decent weather in North Carolina. We've had our ups and downs, but ever since coming back from Bad Apples, we've been able to get some flights in. Since I have a wing, Shane.
Yeah, Shane does not have. The only wing I've gotten is some chicken wings.
No pun intended, right?
No. Oh God, Jesus!
Shane, you are
I'm going down. I'm going down faster than a full frontal collapse. Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna work through this, I think. Jesus,
Oh boy,
Jade got me.
redeem yourself, Shaney. Redeem yourself. It's okay.
Jade has got me up against the ropes right now. That was
So-
all not intended on any backsided little thing. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on my wing. I sent it in for inspection. I did get a message today asking me what my address was so she can return it or ship it to me. So I'm hoping here soon. It's one of those weird things. You give somebody a wing to inspect and they've got a trailer full of wings that they're going to be inspecting. When is it okay to ask when your wing is going to get done or an estimated time? I understood when I gave her my wing. I looked at the trailer, it was full of wings that needed to be inspected. I said to myself, it's going to be at least a month, maybe a longer. So right now, how long are we out from bad apples? We're what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not panicking. I'm not expecting anything anytime soon. But it's just one of those things. It's part of the process. Every year we're all supposed to get our wings inspected. I was told when you buy a brand new wing, you don't have to have it inspected for 2 years. But then again, I did 2 SIB courses with it. I've done some pretty stressful maneuvers. Not saying that I'm like an acro or nothing, but some of those spiral downs and wing overs, you get some pretty good G's pulling on those lines. So I just figured since I got 125 hours on it that I'd go ahead and turn it in, save myself $40 on shipping one way. So Craig Couch said he's smoking on his new Pit Boss for the first time. My partner at work, he hemmed and hawed about all of my stories about cooking food on that Pit Boss, and went out and bought it and texted me. He's like, sorry to bother you on the weekend, but just so you know, best food I ever made myself. He went out and bought Pit Boss as well. Eric and Jade on their way back from Bad Apples stopped and picked up a Pit Boss. And yeah, it's one of those things, man. You don't have to cook different. You're not cooking any differently. You're just adding more flavor to your meats, and we all want more flavor, so can't beat it.
Hey, Shane, I was thinking about it last night. Before I even handed the wing over, I mean, me personally, I'd want to know kind of, a rough estimate. And it certainly wouldn't hurt to, just check. I mean, it's not like you're demanding your wing tomorrow. You're just, double checking.
Yeah, I'm just one of those people that are like, hey, I know you're busy. I'll give it up with you later. And you won't hear from me unless it's an extra long amount of time. Now, if we're getting into a month and a half, 2 months, I'm going to be probably going, hey, where are we at with this wing? Because I'm getting I feel grounded here. All puns intended. I'll have to order me a new wing.
Yeah, man. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have, I was talking to my buddy last night, and he's got a backup wing, and probably a lot of people do, but I don't. So I don't know what in the world I would do if I didn't.
Yeah. I think if I come across a good deal on a wing that's right for me, and it's been inspected and it just happens to be right in front of me at the perfect time, I think I might have to utilize this credit card that I have not had a balance on for 2 years. I might have to put a balance back on it. Oh, Dave Aller's in the house. Did you guys see his video of Bad Apples? I watched Dave Aller.
I don't know if I saw that one or not.
I love the picture of him sitting at his little, I'm not meaning this in a negative way, but he's sitting at his camper. He's got that little XL camper, and he's got his feet up, and you can see the wings over in the horizon. And I just thought that was the greatest photo it's just a man relaxing, watching what he loves to do go out in front of him. I was just like, man, that's a really awesome photo. Which, by the way, I do not do good with extra photos and videos. You guys like seem to always nail the extra little clip parts, and I call them B-rolls, and I never think about those. I never think about taking a picture coming into the Bad Apples to do this, take a picture of the sign and all that stuff. Will Fly, Ben, Paramotor NC, you guys have all done it. I'm like, man, why do I never think of that stuff? I just want to get there and get my wings set up and go fly a new area.
I mean, well, as far as that, to me, didn't come real natural either. So, I mean, you kind of have to think about, I know in the beginning, I'm telling a story, right? So with that in mind, yeah, I start with, I just try to include every major part of the story, or the part that I get excited about, like arriving at Bad Apples. Man, I mean, after that, whatever, 9-10 hour drive, yes,
Yeah.
that's freaking exciting, you know? So, I don't know, it's just kind of how I approach it. I was looking for Dave Eiler's YouTube page.
I think y'all did a good job on putting those videos out there from Bad Apples. Y'all, you know, y'all made your own little touch on the videos and everything, and I thought they were really cool. I've watched all of them. I thought you guys all did a really good job.
Thanks. I've watched quite a few of them, but so Dave is in the chat.
Yes. Sorry, I still never get comfortable doing this hosting thing. I mean, between text messages, messenger, doing the show, reading chat, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, for those who have never done a host job before, you know, I thought it was, hey, we'll just kind of lay back and do this thing, but it's really a lot of work. It's kind of, towards the end of the show, I kind of start looking at the clock and I'm like, oh my God, man, this is like a job now. I'm waiting for the clock out. Go home.
Yep. Yep.
We got
I know.
Hey, Mark Elroy, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, did you see Sandy and Paul's comment in the chat there?
Yeah, I agreed with him.
Here, let's fix that. There we go.
Hey, and yeah, nice. Thanks. You talking about your wing, I don't think it would be disrespectful or a problem at all to just touch base and see how it's going.
Well, she sent me the message today asking for my address. I then replied back saying that I was like, well, how much do I owe you? You know, kind of trying to get a conversation going, but she hasn't replied back, which I'm sure, again, she's very, very busy. But I was just like hoping to get some kind of information so I can kind of put down a roughly in this time frame when I have my wing back. But
yeah,
I mean,
Not a good sign, man. It's taken her a while to do all the tallying.
yeah, right. Yeah, either that. I mean, yeah, because I'm not only getting, you know, they do break your one or both of your brake lines, and then she replaces your brake lines. But I've had that eyelet that was tearing into my brake line sheathing, so I had her order me new. I think she mentioned to me that they have a new ceramic eyelet. So I told her, I said, you know, if those take too long to get or whatever, then I'll take just pulleys. I'm fine with just the pulleys. So I don't know what she ended up getting or ordered, and maybe that's what I'm waiting on.
They actually do a test on the A line, so they will break one of your A lines, not a brake line.
All
And
right.
that's how they do a strength test, which means that you got a brand new A line, which is really cool.
Yeah. I know she asked me if I wanted what color I wanted my brake lines. I said, as long as they're the same, because I switched up with one was red. The original was red on the right side, and the one yeah, the one I broke on the left side was bright green. I was like, as long as they match, I don't care what color they are.
Why did you have two different colors?
Fly in, broke a line, didn't have a replacement line. Someone gave me something that was a line, and that's what I put on my brake. It was what they had laying around.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
was the one that you replaced, is that the one that you need to replace again?
Actually, when I got there, I flew my original line for the original brake line. When I looked over mid-flight, the sheathing was off of it, and the Kevlar was kind of frayed. So I landed. Nick gave me a new section of line, helped me replace it. I flew 2 more times. That sheathing came off, and the line was frayed. And then when I landed the second time, Eric and I discovered that there was a groove inside. It was so hard to see inside of the eyelet. So Eric took his time and sanded out that area. And then we ended up turning the eyelet to where that groove was at the bottom of where the line would ride as I'm flying. So then Todd came over and had some more brake line, and that's what he had. And he asked me what color. I said, anything that doesn't show me the inner sheathing or the Kevlar line outside of the sheathing, I'm good with. I don't care. And that's what we ended up going with. So it was just a green line. Like I said, I don't care what color it is as long as I'm flying. You ever looked over and said, oh my God, how could you fly with a line that doesn't match your other side? I've never said that to nobody because I don't care. I just want to fly.
It's interesting how many, real quick, I mean, I don't mean to take over your show or anything, but it really is interesting as far as replacing lines. I don't think I would ever want to personally replace a line. I think I'd, want to send it out. But you said that you had help with it, or did you do it yourself?
Oh no, Nick helped me with the first one and Todd helped me with the second one. I have no idea. I do have a better idea now because I literally watched how it was done. I guess the most concerning part would be tying the line to the brake, to your brake. They used a special kind of knot, which I'm not sure what that is. And it was kind of tricky because you have a measurement of the old line and then you mark the new line where it's supposed to be at lengthwise. And then when you tie your knot, you got to make sure you're not pulling past that mark or not pulling enough. So yeah, it was, I went out and kited it both times. Actually, I take that back. I just lied. The first time after Nick replaced mine, I just went out and flew it and everything worked out great. The second time I went out and kited the wing and everything was fine. So then I flew it. But I mean, honestly, unless it's 4 to 6 inches off on one side, that I could only see that being a problem then. If it's a ½ inch to an inch, would that really make a difference in landing? You're adjusting. You kind of adjust your when you're coming in your pendulum or whatever, you kind of add a little bit more brake to one side or another as you're landing. So what would be a ½ inch to an inch difference?
I don't think it would matter, but I'm not a professional, but I can say I've replaced I've replaced a few brake lines, and I know what you're talking about. You do the brake line knot and you got to do it just right. Otherwise, when you tighten it up, that the freaking mark you made is like it's either buried in the knot somewhere on the other side of the knot or way higher than the knot.
Correct.
But there's a cool video that I still refer to it. They use like a giant rope and show how to do is that the bow line that I'm thinking of? I don't know. They show the demonstration on how to tie it, real slow at each step. It's pretty easy.
I always use a knife knot. It takes a knife to get the knot out. You just keep tying and tying and tying and just keep pulling. And eventually you're sure it's never going to come undone. So then you have to use a knife to get it undone. So let's see.
I'm watching his video now. I did find him, and oddly enough, just search for Dave Aller and pops right up on YouTube. It was too simple.
Yeah, I mean, his video is I can you find the section? Can you show where he's sitting down, and it's not that far into the video, and he's just looking at in the horizon. You just see a bunch of paramotors and stuff. I just thought it was really, it captures a pilot's view of a fly-in is how I looked at it. You know, you're just sitting there, you've already flown, you've landed, you're relaxing now, and you're just watching everybody else fly. I was like, man, that right there, that picture right there is, I don't know why it hit me like it did, but I really enjoyed. I went back, paused it, and just looked at the picture. I was just like, dude, this is awesome.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The other day I saw a photo and I commented on it. You know, it was your standard, guy just sitting there. It was first person view, and you saw his foot and a beautiful sunset. And it's described just in a nutshell, describe the sport.
Right.
Let's see here.
Yeah, if you end up finding that, let me know, because I really did just find it just to be a really phenomenal photo. Hey, Mark, do you have any photos that you've seen or done yourself that you just thought kind of explain paramotoring or the view from a paramotor's eyes?
I have one or two where we've used our radios. We do that a lot and talk to each other and get each other to line up in the sunset. And it makes for some good video, some good pictures.
Right.
Now,
When we were at Bad Apples and we had already flown and we were sitting around with our feet up, we were waiting on you to finish dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Still looking for it. I mean, the video starts off with him sitting there with his feet up. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not.
Yeah, he's sitting in a chair, he's got his feet up, and then it's actually the picture towards our camper. I say our camper. Will was
A guest, a frozen guest. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to look for that photo that I was talking about too. Okay, but is it a still photo or?
No, it's part of his video, but as it's kind of like it pauses a little bit on that photo.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I found the photo, if that's the case. I don't know. But I know who would know. Guy named Flower.
Yeah, right.
What Shane's looking for, Dave.
I have no idea what I just did with. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Not what you're looking for. Well, okay. I apparently have too many things open because I could not find what I was looking for, which is this YouTube video right now. I was like, where did all the chat was gone. I was like, where did it go? Hey, is there an Australian in the house?
An Australian? Talk about Walter?
Yeah, Walter's here.
What? And
we got Eric PPGlear.com in the chat. He's going to go get his daughter and be back here in a little bit.
And yesterday I was thinking about Walter, and you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Just his face. He reminds me of a better looking version of Alfred Hitchcock. That's
okay then.
No, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I hope he appreciates that. Oh my God.
Walter's
I
not
bet you he.
even
I bet you he wouldn't mind having Alfred Hitchcock's money.
I bet you wouldn't.
For sure.
I'm sure he's gonna, roast me here on the chat. I can never find the photo that you were talking about, so I give up.
Okay, I have a question for everyone in the chat. Who on the panel do you think we look like? Famous star or actor, actress?
Oh, that's funny.
And in the chat, who have you been told you look like? How about that?
Oh man.
Yeah, put your thinking caps on now.
What is that? Yeah, that one actress that I think she was in. I think she was on CSI. I can't remember. Is her name Alyssa something? I have to look it up. Wait, hold on. I have to Google it. But everybody always told me I looked like her. Let me see if I can find it.
I got Shane.
What did you get for Shane?
I don't know. Like, was that the Munsters or the Addams Family? Munster,
Oh.
the Munster dude.
Fester.
Fester. Yeah.
Oh, that's too easy. How about Mr. Clean or?
I thought it was Channing Tatum or Channing Tatum.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
I'm sorry, man.
No, actually, I get Yul Brynner. What is his name? Yul Brenner. When he was younger or whatever. A lot of older folk always say that.
I don't know. There's a little, Kurt Pfister in there, Shane.
Yul Brenner.
Oh, Will, I can't
Bruce
wait.
Jenner.
Hey, hold on, Eric. We got a fight about to start happening now. I was just told I look like. Oh, I can't even. You're an ass. Just so you know, Will. I used to like you. I can't wait to make you food again. I have jalapenos and ghost peppers going into your food.
Yeah, I got you. All right, man.
Yeah. It's gonna burn as long as that burn right there just
It's gonna burn all the way through.
Oh yeah.
I'll know where it is each step of the way.
That was a little hurtful.
I'm sorry, man.
He said I look like Kurt Pfister.
No, I didn't say that. I said there was a little Kurt Pfister in there somewhere.
Oh, wow, Will.
I'm sorry.
I know. Shots fired. Golly. I'm gonna act like he's got dreads with his arms around me. We're gonna be oh man. All right.
You can find those photos of what describes
Nick Griffin said I was told I look like Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Oh shit.
No.
Actually, you know who Nick looks like? Oh my god, what is his name? So what is it? Bad Bosses with Jennifer Aniston? What is his name? Dang it. All right, now I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on. All right, all right. Will, go ahead. Horrible Bosses. Who was saying what? The guy from Horrible Bosses, the guy with the squeaky voice when he gets excited, not all the time, but when he gets excited, he's got the beard. He looks just like Nick Griffin. Kent. I'll get back to that in a second. Kent Stamey. How you doing, sir? Care to put anything in the chat? I won't say nothing unless Kent says it's fine. And I won't make fun of you, sir. I promise. I can't remember the guy's name from Horrible Bosses. Oh, right. Okay.
I don't even know the show you're talking about, so I can't.
It's a movie with Jennifer Aniston. He's on the front cover of this thing right here. Hold on. What is his name? Why does it not have who's acting in it? All right. His name is it Charlie Dale? Yes, or Day. Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
Let me I'm trying to pull him up, but it won't let me pull. Here, let me screen share real quick and I'll come on, you dumb computer. What is it doing? All right, screen share coming on now. This cat right here, Charlie Day. Look at him.
Yeah,
Looks a
okay,
little-
I can see that. A little longer beard.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a. Oh, right here. Right here he is. Look at him. Look at Nick Griffith right there. All right. Oh my goodness. What is my. Oh man, I'm not doing good with this computer tonight. That's just us. Oh, my stream. Oh, no, I'm not still screen sharing.
Okay, I got another one for Walter. Sorry, Walter. He looks a little bit like Jonathan Banks.
Jonathan Banks. Let's can you screen share that?
Yeah, I'll screen share the heck out of that. If it'll come up here, hold on.
Griffith said the guy from Hangover. Yes, that's the same guy. Yeah.
Okay. Dang, man, let me just
Oh no, he wasn't in that. He's talking about the guy that gave everybody the roofies. And so if you look in the chat real quick, Kent Stamey just put so what happened to Kent, he finally was able to get off the ground, and apparently he had some real weird winds. It turned his wing towards some power lines and some trees, so he let off the gas after he's about 40 feet up. And of course, it's not high enough for the surge, for your wing to flare after the surge. So when he landed, he broke his big toe in about three different places. So if anybody has Kent Stamey's mailing address, he does like jam. You can send them DVDs of Space Jam. I'm trying to think of all kind of jam jokes.
in a jam.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a jam, Kent, let me know.
Was he being towed? Ah,
Yeah, Kent, maybe that's what it was. You were being towed, and yeah, that was the other day. Eric got me good on that one. I started laughing.
that sucks, but you got some airtime, I guess. Got to look at the positives.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate. He's had a rough go at it, and I feel for the guy. It's just, one of these long weekends we're gonna have to plan. Kent's gonna have to let me know when he's got a long weekend, and I'm gonna have to drive up to North Carolina and walk him through something. I don't know.
Yeah, Kent, this is why you have a trike. So when you do get hurt, you have a backup plan, and you can use the trike until you heal, and then you go back to foot launch.
Yeah, Eric, with your old.
He could always.
Go ahead, Will. Go.
Well, I was going to say he could always, try a trike, kind of stick his big toe in there, see if he likes it.
Right?
Yeah. Put your toe in the water and see if you like the trike or not.
That's what I was going for.
I'll steal it.
You got to enable screen sharing. I can't.
Oh, is it still on? Hold on. I'm a rookie here. Oh, it's in the settings. Uh-oh. I have one participant at a time. Can try it now. Well,
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
I didn't. Let me go to advanced settings. We're screwed here.
Yeah, that could
All right.
be.
Oh, I see. I got it. Try it now, sir.
Yep. Now this is if Walter and Shane had a baby.
I gotta stop the screen share now.
Now, wait a minute.
That's
All I see on my screen is Mark.
yeah, man.
Mark George.
Mark George. Oh crap. Uh-oh, shots.
Wait, hold on. Good thing Mark's not on here. Anyways,
Did you miss it?
No.
No. Eric, did you miss it?
no, all I saw was a picture of Mark George, I said,
Well, that would work.
right?
Work.
Yeah, Kent, why don't you borrow your buddy's trike and head on down the road?
He said in the chat that he does have a trike.
Oh,
You know, so Kent's having some on the no wind days, he's having a little issue getting off the ground. Seems to me those be the days I'd be getting on that trike and having no problem with it rolling on throttle until eventually I take off.
wait, who was having trouble with that? Someone on a trike?
No, Kent, when he's foot launching, when there's no wind, he has a little bit of trouble, which is, it's hard for all of us. I mean, it isn't, it's not an easy task to do when there's absolutely no wind. It's something else sometimes to get off the ground.
I've got something to say about that. That I've been kind of putting into practice, and it's really helped me out because I was really struggling with the no wind launches to the point where I'm like, man, and plus I got an Atom 80, right? So, but in particular, the way that the wing comes up and, the way the wing comes up, what I was doing, I believe, is shocking the wing. I mean, just shocking the heck out of it too much. And
Right.
treating my launch almost as though it was an emergency procedure instead of a well-controlled, because it doesn't take, at least on the Colorado, it doesn't take a, real big shock to bring the wing up. So what was happening is, I believe, I was shocking the wing, which completely removed the predictability of what the wing was going to do. When you're jerking real quick, I mean, it's subject to do anything, but I've been much slower. I mean, I'm still putting pressure and still leading with my chest and still launching the way I was probably trained in the beginning. But I think at some point along the way, I got into the habit of just like jerking that wing,
Right.
to the point where I couldn't tell what it was going to do.
Hey, for everyone watching the show right now, we did have a special guest tonight. He is not feeling well and is going to try again next week. After his accident, his injuries, he's unable to sit for longer than 15 minutes without being in pain. And I have more questions than I know what to do with, and it's going to take longer than 15 minutes. So I apologize, but it is what it is. And I was looking forward to it, and I completely understand that comfort and being able to have a conversation, not sit there and struggle because you're in pain is important. So again, we're going to try again next Tuesday, and hopefully everything works out. I've got some ton of information that I'm gonna talk about when he's on the show, and so a lot of you guys can guess. It's not really a secret guess, but Nick Labeouf, the one that had the accident at Bad Apples and broke his hip. Actually, he didn't break his hip. He broke his pelvis. I keep saying hip, and my wife keeps looking at me like I'm dumb. It's all connected at some point, so it's the same bone. Anyways, he did. His wife's Melissa sent me a copy of just the helicopter ride, and everyone was saying it was $40,000. They were $17,500 and some change shy. It was $57,000 for that helicopter ride. It was like $1,500 for the ambulance ride, and just unbelievable how quickly everything is. Jade, if you could drop, not right this second, but if you can drop their GoFundMe.
Yep. She's pulling it up.
Resurgence has sent quite a bit of money to them. They were dumbfounded with the generosity of everyone. So again, if you guys, we're not even talking into the, was he 7 to 10 days in the hospital, and the story some of the stories he told me today, we're going to call them campfire stories, because he's only going to be able to tell those not live on YouTube, because the video get pulled, because the ideas and what he told me is just beyond belief. But yeah, if you guys can help him out, it just, I just feel so bad for the guy. Just an accident that, I don't know. It sucks. But if you guys can help him out in any way, even $1, you don't think $1 matters, but when there's 100 people giving $1, that's $100. And believe it or not, he's not working. He has his own business, which he told me today that it's at this point nothing now, because he's not able to have anybody do the jobs that he needs done. So they have no income. They have a little bit of savings, and they got massive amounts of hospital bills that are just too much. So if we can help them out, it'd be great. I'm reading Kent's. He said, Shane, here's another to laugh about. I did LD strike out for. I took the LD strike out for attempt last week and got flipped over on my head. Well, at least you're not willing to risk. I mean, the chance of you breaking your head slim to none. I think it's got to be pretty hard. Harder than that toe of yours. Craig Taylor, what's going on, sir? Whose birthday?
Walters.
How did I miss that?
Someone wished him a happy birthday. Craig Taylor wished him a happy birthday.
Yeah.
I think it's Bill H's birthday, or it was his birthday yesterday, one of the two.
I think,
So happy birthday to both of you.
yes, happy birthday, guys.
Look at Miss Linda. Look at Miss Linda, everyone. Say hi, Linda.
Hello, my chatters. I gotta say hi to my chatters.
Hey, can Eric, is it a good time to talk about your flying that you guys just had up north?
Absolutely.
How is it still sunny there? It's dark 30 here.
Hey, it's Wisconsin. It's always beautiful here.
And they said natural lighting would help. Oh.
I mean,
All right,
I
let's
can whip my hair around like some people and then get it on video and do it in slow motion. But
yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, this weekend we found a fly-in in the northern part of Lower Michigan. And it is about an hour and 20 minutes southwest of the Mackinac Bridge. And it was called Torch Port Fly-In. And where this is there's a lake, and the lake is called Torch Port. And then there's the Lake Michigan. And this sits on a body of water, I'm sorry, a body of land between the two lakes that was probably, I would say, maybe a half a mile wide and maybe a mile wide. Not the second you get up and above tree level, you can see this Torch Lake, and you can see Lake Michigan. So it's just really phenomenal looking scenery. So here's a little bit of what we saw. Can you guys see this?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to play the volume.
Or
You
no?
know, but this is the Torch Lake side. Let me speed it up a little bit. Look at that water. I mean, it's unbelievable. And the same thing with the other side on the lake side, Lake Michigan. It was the same. It's like blue water. If you look at this, you would think that we were flying in Bermuda. So it was just an awesome time. We ended up leaving Friday night. We had a 7-hour drive. Let's see, how do I stop this screen share?
At the top.
Is it stopped?
Mhm.
Okay. So we ended up, we left Friday at around 3. We had a 7-hour drive. We got there about 1 o'clock in the morning. And where they had camping set up, they were lots for sale. So each camper got a 1-acre lot. So we're spread out. It was quite nice. And I would like to get the owner of the airport on here so he can discuss all the good stuff about what this is. But he ended up, he bought this, I do believe, 3 years ago. And it was kind of a failed residential community. There's one house that was built there. It's a spec home. And there's a person that lives there. And he is going to take this, and people were asking him, are you making this for PPG? Are you making this for fixed wing? Are you making this for ultralight? And the answer to that was yes. So he is a fixed wing pilot, general aviation pilot. And he is also a PPG pilot that I'm probably going to get this wrong. Mike Cotter trained about 3 to 4 years ago. And when we were up there, Mike Cotter was up there, and he did some refreshing training with the owner of the airport. And we got to see him take his first flight that he's taken in a while. So that was a lot of fun. But we ended up getting there. We didn't get up for Saturday morning's flight. We were tired. But we did hang out there and talk to a lot of people, met a lot of people. We made it for the afternoon flight, which was a little bumpy, but it was fun and it was enjoyable to get up there and look around. And then we landed, and they had Mike Cotter was up there. Midwest Parajet guys were there, and they all had smoke grenades like hooked to their feet. And so they were flying in a formation of, with these smoke grenades going off. So it looked super cool. And then they had a pretty extensive fireworks display that was awesome. Then they had a bonfire afterwards that I did not make. Jade ended up going over there and seeing it. Trying to get out of the sun here. Anyways, I was exhausted, and then we got up for Sunday morning's flight, and of course we chose not to fly. I don't know why. It was like 10 o'clock by the time we got up. We had jet lag of that 1 hour going to Michigan. So we decided to make a trip over to Mackinac City. And if you're over in that area, it's something to go see. It is pretty neat there. And then we ended up going back to the airport and did that Sunday night flight, and then Monday we packed up and we went home. Sunday's night's flight was very smooth. I mean, you could not ask for a better flight. Jade and I both landed, refueled, and went back up. So it kind of tells you a little bit about how much we were really enjoying this. They do have a north, south, east, west runway. One of the guys that is that put on this with the airport owner, his name is Tim Berry, and his wife is Kelly Berry. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. And they also have a business in town about 15 minutes away. And we went to that business, and they do screen printing of shirts. They have their own design for the for Michigan, and they have cups and one wheels and one wheel accessories and all types of stuff. And it was just a neat little store in a very small community, very nice community.
I got some questions.
It is a definite place that anybody in the northern part of the U.S. can definitely make a trip to go see next year. And of course, I hand my invitation out to everyone. If somebody wants to just drive and not bring a camper or don't have a place to stay or a camper, more than welcome to hang out in the back of our fifth wheel in the garage area. There is a bench and a bathroom for you back there. But it is a awesome flight.
I got how many pilots were there?
I would say probably 25 or so. I don't know. I mean, as I said, they didn't have us register. They didn't have us pay for one thing. They had trike tandems for anybody that wanted to go, totally free. You know that. So it was just a phenomenal thing to have. The cool thing is during the fireworks display, I think half of the town that is close by showed up for the fireworks display at this airport. And they were amazed by the PPGs that were there and everything else that was going on. It was just a phenomenal thing. So I think they did a really good job putting it on. It was well organized. I'm jealous because I didn't get there sooner. So I think anybody, as I said, anybody is welcome to come up next year. It's going to be the same time, Memorial Weekend. They said they're going to do it again. I have read, Jade actually read it to me. This guy has quite the life story, and I'm not going to get into it. I would like to have him share his experience and how he ended up where he's at with this airport. It is an interesting story. So, but
yeah, we're working on getting him on the show to talk about it, and hopefully maybe next year he can be on next week or a week after, and we can get some details, because if it's a new fly-in, unfortunately, I don't think there's enough fly-ins in the United States every year. So to have another one pop up, I think is a positive for this community and of PPG guys. And I mean, I have no problem taking a flight up there, using Eric's gear, and, you know, sleeping in the back of on the third story of his camper. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said, you know, and the thing is flying at Bad Apples and down in Georgia was awesome. I'll tell you, that was an experience. I don't think I'll ever get an experience like that besides there. You get to a different part of the United States and you have a whole different appreciation for a fly-in, because it's 180 degrees on what we saw down there of what you see up here. It's just, it's a whole different beauty. It's not one is better than the other. It's just, it's a 180 degree change on what was down in Georgia. I can't wait to get over to Tennessee and get to Moonshiners.
Moonshiners. I'm dying. If it's half as pretty as Dave Purden's, I'm gonna be happy. I still can't get over. So Hodges Fields, Bad Apples is an awesome place to fly, but it's really no different than Florida. It's just farmland. It's I can see that almost at home. Not quite as big farm fields or as plentiful that they had there, but I like to see the hills. I like to see what I call mountains. You guys call foothills, but they're pretty tall for a flatlander like myself. So yeah, I love to go and fly back at Dave Purden's, and I'm from the pictures I've seen from Mountain City for Moonshiners, it's just as good, if not better, than Dave Purden's. I will let you know my honest opinion of that when I get there and fly a little bit, because it's something else. But with that being said, when it comes to those hills and those or mountains, you got to watch out for the rotor that comes off the top of those. A lot of people don't realize that. I never climbed to the top of any of those foothills or mountains because I was so concerned with whether there would be a lot of rotor off the top of those. So that's something else I think as pilots we need to think about as well when we go work. You know how much rotor comes off the top of trees. Imagine a dang foothill or a mountain, what that does. That kind of concerns me when I get there.
Oh, yeah.
When I was flying, I was like, man, I don't know about all that. I'm dumb when it comes. Everything I fly over is just trees. Now I got an entire mountain covered in trees. What's that going to do for me?
Right. Yeah, you always got to be careful with that. Yeah, so we're going to definitely do next year. We will be at Moonshiners. I'm trying to convince somebody that we need to go to Dave Purden's. So I'm hoping that'll work out. But yeah, a lot of good things that we see here in the future, and any other fly-ins that we see that we go to, we'll report on them and tell you what we think. Of course, it'll be an honest opinion. I wouldn't want anybody to waste a trip up here, and it's no good. So I will, because we want to hit another one, I do believe, that's over in Michigan. And then we're going to be hitting a couple in Wisconsin and Minnesota, I'm hoping here. So yeah, we'll report on those and let you know.
Hey, somebody made the local news.
Yeah, I just got that.
That's pretty cool.
I actually just got I got the text messages. I'm gonna ask them to send that to Messenger so I can
You can just drag it to your desktop if you want.
it's on my phone.
Oh. Oh. All right then. I do have it here if you want.
Oh, I just asked him for permission, so let me see if I get his permission, and then we'll go from there. I don't know if it's he kind of dropped a hint about what it's about, but I don't know yet. We shall see.
Yeah, you got a good point there. I haven't even watched it.
I know, right?
Good news.
Oh, yeah. JR Paramotors just mentioned DP. So I was supposed to go over Sunday. I was supposed to go Saturday, and Will, and after I'm done with this, if you can show that, because I told him I was gonna share it, and he said done. So we're good to go. I was supposed to go over on Saturday and drop DP off my GoPro 8, and my wife and I decided to venture completely a different direction in the state of Florida. And he said, yeah, that'd be fine to drop it off on Sunday. Well, Saturday night, after a very long day of traveling and whatever, we were supposed to go over to Claremont, which is directly west of where I'm at now. And I would have to go 2 hours south and then west, and then do more or less, it was almost 2 hours out of my way to go take him the GoPro. And come to find out, there was another person there that offered him the GoPro. So I didn't have to go over. So I have not seen DP. I have not witnessed him flying. I do believe if I don't have my wing this weekend coming up, I will be, which I seriously doubt, I will be taking a trip over there and hopefully watching him flying. So I know he said he was exhausted. And like I tell everybody, I don't care what shape you're in, you're not in enough shape when it comes to going to school and kiting all day long. I don't care. You can try. Oh, speaking of the devil, look who it is. DP's in the chat. DP, do you want to come on and
That's actually Denise.
Oh, the other DP.
Yes,
Never mind.
Mrs. DP.
Yeah, Miss DP. Sorry, I just realized. All right. So never mind. Anyways.
Well, she did say that he wanted me to tell you hello and that he misses everybody, but he's in sleep mode, hoping to fly tomorrow after some taxi practice.
Awesome. So yeah, when I spoke with him, he was absolutely exhausted already after day one. And so I wish I get to go over and see him, but I was so beat and tired. And this weekend I couldn't get over quick enough with all the work and crap I did.
Yeah, but isn't it cool that we're going through DP's school, with him.
Yep.
We're right there with him. So.
And so is his wife. Apparently she's with us tonight. Oh man, she said he did 6 toes, which is no pun to Kent Stamey. Oh, come on, you stupid computer. What did she say? Now I've lost the stupid thing.
It said that he did 6 toes and only biffed on one of them.
That's not bad. I biffed on 2, I think, on my on my kiting. I think I only got like 4 flights.
Do you remember the very first time your feet left the ground?
Yes, I couldn't stop smiling.
To me, it scared the crap out of me.
No, I mean, I'm mentally prepared for that part of it, but I'm sorry. I just had to read the last comment from Miss DP. She said she enjoyed seeing me shirtless in bed with my dog. So yeah, the very first time I took off, I mean, I was so concentrated on what the wing was doing and making sure I didn't mess anything up. And I just came in and they just said the entire time, from the time my foot left the ground to I landed, I just was smiling. I was just like, yeah, because I was doing what I wanted to do. Finally, after 3 days of just nonstop kiting, you're actually off the ground now. So you feel like you're making a forward progress. I mean, it's 3 days of just sun up to sun down and just kiting, dude. It's just, for a newbie, for someone that's never done it, you over time, you learn, hey, the wing started to go to the left. You can fix that quickly. But when you're first starting out and the wing starts going left, the first thing you want to do is the opposite, pull it to the right, which makes it worse. So you're literally fighting this wing all day long until it clicks. Once it clicks, then you're like, oh, okay, this isn't so hard now. If you asked me to go out now and kite all day long, it'd still be hard, but it wouldn't be as hard as it was when I first started, because I'm not fighting the wing. I'm going with the wing, going with the flow. Will, can you go ahead and share Mr. Waller's video.
Yeah, and I bet that's the difference right there, why it kind of spooked me, because I didn't have that, 3 days of just constant kite. I didn't have that as much training as you did.
Right.
That certainly would have helped. Let's see, screen share. There and share. All right, can you see it?
Check this out. There's really nice clear skies over the weekend. That made for a Sunday fun day for a lot of people out there. James Brown sent this picture in of somebody. I guess they were skydiving.
That's me.
Up that parachute,
Orange shirt,
close to the ground.
blue, yellow, blue.
Good for you, man.
For the first time.
On the local news, they think I was skydiving.
Fantastic. If you've never done it,
Thanks, James Brown.
Love it. Right on, Brian.
Congratulations, Brian. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, look, it's Brian Waller in the chat.
Yeah, we got a celebrity in the chat now.
Yeah. We got a Hey Bell Waller in the house. Yeah, DP got 6 toes into the air today, Brian. So probably I would bet any amount of money tomorrow he'll be a paramotor pilot. If they put that motor on your back and the wing behind you and tell you you're gonna taxi and if everything looks good, you're gonna fly. Yeah, that right there, Will, is when I was like in panic mode. I was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I lifted that wing up and I started running and that motor was pushing me. I was like, oh my God, this is super easy. And then next thing I know, I hear full throttle. Before I could even understand what I was doing, I was off the ground.
Did it almost feel like it was like they were kind of tricking you off?
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't want you to screw yourself up in your own head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I thought. I had the unfortunate event of watching 2 other people who were, air quotes, taxiing, and then they took flight. And I was like, oh, so if everything looks good, great, I'm going to be flying. And literally when I was standing there, I could hear in my ears, my heartbeat just boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my God, here we go. And yeah, it was on like Donkey Kong, dude. As soon as I got that wing up, he's like, all right, give it a little throttle, a little bit more, and full throttle. I was like, oh my God, here we go. I'm off the ground. But yeah, it was pretty awesome, dude. It was pretty awesome.
Wait, congratulating Brian Waller on his fame.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you make local news for not messing up, you're pretty famous then. You don't want to be the guy in the news hanging from a power line in a Santa outfit with candy canes falling.
Yeah, so yeah, you were right to get his permission. I mean, that could have gone either way.
Right. I'm always respectful to everybody and for the most part. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was okay. I'd assumed that everything would have been all right, but
yeah, you got 18 watching and 18 thumbs up. That's 100% there, man.
oh, it's gonna change now. You said something.
It's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, we so Miss DP says that that's so funny. DP said that Kyle told him tomorrow it's taxi practice. If it looks good, we'll probably send you. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. He's gonna be a pilot tomorrow.
Kind of sounded like that.
Yeah, it's on, dude.
Well, that's got to be, after all that hard work, that's got to be a good feeling,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Jim, CR120. If I have my wing back, yeah, I definitely will. I do plan to show up Saturday morning. and hopefully get to see DP in his all of his glory. I'm able to give out some Clear Prop TV stickers tonight. How many of those stickers am I able to give out? That is the question. I'm going to kindly wait for a coughing sick. I got to guess. What, Mark?
Hey, Shane, you could give out a T-shirt if you want from Paralife.
All right, I got 2 stickers, and I have 2 stickers and a shirt from Paralife, which, by the way, is this really nice shirt right here.
It's a comfortable shirt.
It is freaking, dude. I find myself all the time just like this, but like everywhere, mostly like here. But
that's mainly just because you have issues.
Yeah, well, that's no, partially because the shirt is so dang comfortable. All right, so I guess for those in the chat, okay, so the first two people that pick a number between 1 and 100 will get a Clear Prop TV sticker.
Dang, man. They started guessing before you even put it out there. That's sneaky.
Oh. They must have known. Kent Stamey, you haven't got a Paralife t-shirt yet. Well, guess what? One's coming up soon.
Look like
actually, I have the question for that Paralife that t-shirt. You can guess as many times, but it has to be one at a time. You can't guess 1,000 of questions or numbers and then hit enter. It's gotta be one at a time.
Wait, did you pick the number?
Yes. And the winner has to go to clearproptv.com to fill out their information so it can be sent to them. Miss DP says I have to bring Krista to Lake Wales. If it requires her getting up early, it's probably a no-go. Oh, we have one winner. We need one more. I just noticed the first one. Let me just double check. Yep, we have one winner. There's one more to go. It's the same number. And if you pick the same number yourself, you can't win both stickers.
Yeah, right.
So what's red tape, Jim? CR120? I don't understand. Walter says 65. It's my number today. Yes, that doesn't. Oh, it's hilarious because I don't want to give out too much information, but let's do it this way. Since we're dying down on numbers, it's between 1 and 25. I just gave
if you really want to know, it's my actual birthday in June. So if you know anything about me, if you put my birthday, you just won the second sticker.
Good night, Miss DP.
Night, Denise.
Waller, I saw it. Let's put it to you this way. Daddy Dutch, you can stop guessing. Daddy Dutch is the first winner.
Congratulations. And this is not just a sticker. This is a slew of stickers and also temporary tattoos that are paramours, which are really awesome, from Jade and Eric Lear.
Adam Martin, you're not following directions. You were very close, though. I done told you it has to be one number at a time. Come on, people. 1 through 25. It's not that hard.
I'm
Oh,
surprised people don't know my birthday is coming up soon.
coming up soon, guys. His birthday's coming up soon.
Today's the 1st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon.
JR's getting closer. Kent Stamey's getting closer.
I mean, just go over to my page, Sean Simon's page on Facebook. Look at my birthday. Come on, guys. It's not that difficult.
Man, that's a tough one. By that time, someone else will have won, though.
Golly, they are jumping all around the one number. It's cracking me up, dude. All right, JR Paramotors, I got you down. It was 10. So
Yep,
Daddy Dutch Barbecue and JR Paramotors are your winners. Sean, where can they go? Where can you go to? Where can they go to claim their prize, sir?
To claim your prize, make sure you go over to clearproptv.com and fill out the form. Make sure that you put in there that you won it on Shane's show. And this is episode 18 for Shane's show. And and just put in there that you won stickers for prizes. And it's just not stickers, it's a slew of things that you won. So congratulations, guys. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay. So the next question for the Paralife t-shirt. Mark, what size shirt are you giving away?
Whatever size and color they want.
Okay, what colors do we have?
Red, blue, and gray. And sizes medium, large, extra large, and 2X.
Okay. All right. The first one that shows up on my screen, there's a delay. I get that. So on my screen on my TV, the first one that can give me the exact name of the fly-in that Eric and Jay just went to is going to win a Paralife t-shirt. Paralife PPG. What is it? Dang it. Paralife
T-shirt.
No, what's the whole? Why did I just draw?
It's paralifeppg.com.
Correct. All right. So first one in the chat that can put in the full name of the fly-in will win. JR, you're close, but it's not the full name. Guys got to be paying attention. Waller wants, can I get a 4XL in pink? Wrong. Jim CR120 says bad apples. Is it too hard of a question?
They're getting close, so it's going to be the sailor's left hand word, left side that sailors use.
Very important.
Cooking Green Bastard Style. What's up, sir? It's been a while. How you doing?
No, Will Fly. We didn't catch what you just said either.
What'd you say, Will?
I said it's very important.
Bill H is close.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it, Sean.
Yeah, JR.
Yes. JR again? Is that the whole thing, Eric?
Yeah, it's Torchport Field, Torchport fly-in.
All right. Torchport is pretty dang good.
Yep. So we know one person pays attention to what I say.
Actually, Jim CR120's got the whole thing, but we called it with JR Paramotors. So, JR, can you get with Mark at Jesus. This is difficult. Paralife, was it .com for contact you? Mark?
Yep. paralifeppg.com.
And then let them know that you won Tuesday Night Hangout episode 18 shirt for you.
And
Fly,
and
baby.
Mark, if JR Paramotor fills out the form, I'll forward that to you also.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Bill H said, I was there to watch the fireworks. Bill, if you were there to watch the fireworks and you did not come and find us, we have a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he was watching on the show. That's right. I was going to say. All right. He watched the video.
Hey, we got Fly Baby Fly PPG. Your dinky's in the house. Woo! Oh, so Eric, Mark, he wants a small for his daughter. That shirt.
The smallest thing I have is a medium, but it's fairly small.
Actually, Daddy Dutch, if you can text me your address, I've got some stuff I got to send to you. I forgot to bring over. I've got some Florida Boys seasoning, and I've got something else special for you too.
Yes, Bill H, I remember that.
Yeah, I actually got to hang out with Daddy Dutch Barbecue on Sunday this past weekend, and went over to his timeshare and spent the day with his family and with Krista and I, and just had a great time. Just an unbelievable nice guy, and you know, it's really nice when you get to meet people that you've seen so many times on these chats and stuff, and then you actually get to hang out with them. It's yeah, and they're even I guess you would say better in person than online. But yeah, super great guy. His family's awesome, and just treated us with you know what.
Daddy Dutch, send that to, you can send that mail.
I don't know if we can send it in the mail, but we're sure gonna try.
Got Jason in the house.
Mr. Russell Smith, what's going on, sir?
Hey, Jason.
Man, I just kicked myself in the leg and apparently caused myself to bleed. Oh well.
That's that old man skin.
Yeah, I think there might have been a scab or something there. I don't know. I will be right back because yeah, somebody will yell about the floors just being mopped or something. I don't know. What?
Sure, I'll take a beer too.
Oh, you know, if I won't have to leave. Watch how this magic door works.
Oh gosh.
Just wait.
Poor wifey.
Service is a little slow, isn't it?
For all the people that are listening to this, you got to explain what's going on, Shane.
I'm bleeding. Oh, so those who are listening on the podcast, I have this amazing wife, and anytime I need something, I just bang on the sliding glass door that's next to me, and she appears. I don't need you to clean. Okay, if you want to clean off the door. So, anyways,
What'd you do?
I'm not really sure, but thanks. You are a nurse. Don't worry. Just keep.
What'd you hit it on?
I hit it on this thing.
Krista, oh my goodness.
He got it. He got it.
I have the most amazing wife. If you guys don't have a wife like this, I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you mine is pretty cool though, and I'm very spoiled. Very.
No, it's
You're
just a little
saying?
bit.
Ah.
Oh, I never. Hey, I'll hold this if you get me a beer.
Oh.
No, and I'm not done with that one.
Oh.
Just
Guy. Huh? Listen
she's
to
so
that.
nice to me.
Man, I'm going to see if this will.
So Shane, this audio is going to be on paratalk.org tomorrow. So make sure that you let everybody know to check out paratalk.org tomorrow to listen to the show if they were not able to watch it live.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, well,
Hi, Eric. I just seen her.
Will's on here too. You don't want to say hi to Will?
No.
Okay.
How about PPG? How about PPG Grandpa? I'm here.
What about Sean?
Hi, Sean.
Hey.
I still love you, Krista.
I love
I gotta hide money somewhere for Will. He's
Whoa.
always hiding money in the
What?
everywhere.
Whoa.
Stop.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Whoa.
We put $40 in the fridge.
So I don't know if we talked about this. So Will tried to give $10 or he hid it or something. And then Krista found it. And then Krista put the $10 in his suitcase bag or whatever. Well, Will added $40 into the refrigerator or freezer of the trailer. And then Krista was thinking that she was all clever and slick. And she said something about the $10.
Did he find the $10?
Hold on. So Krista's like, oh, did you find the $10 in your bag? And Will's like, well, did you find the $40 in your fridge? And Krista's like, when did $10 turn into $40? And then there was Mark Elroy and Brian, Smart Card Brian. Brian went and bought some stuff, or Mark bought some stuff.
Brian went to the store.
Brian went to the store, bought some stuff, said, don't worry about the money. Mark gave him or hid some money or whatever. And then Brian did that back. And then Mark Elroy left. And then after Mark Elroy was down the road, Eric who pulled out the.
I thought it was Sean.
All right, maybe it was Sean.
Yeah, it was me.
Sean
Yeah,
pulled out the money, gave it to Brian, and said, "Hey, this is from Mark." And then
He
Brian
said, I never lose.
Mark Elroy told Sean to tell him, "I never lose."
Okay.
So
That's
yeah, it was pretty funny weekend.
that's funny.
All right. Tell her I found the $10.
Chris, wait, I got to knock again.
yeah, Will did the same thing to us. He gave the money to Savannah and then told Savannah when we're in the truck and like
Will
in
just found the
Atlanta,
$10.
go ahead
Oh,
and
you just,
I just found it. Thank you, Krista.
you're welcome.
Jack, go.
I did it very good, apparently.
Yeah, you put it in his dirty clothes. He never was gonna wash those.
Well, first of all, I didn't want to dig through the bag, so it was like open, and I was like, just slide it, but try to make sure it's not like visible. Hey, that's a $5 bill.
That's
No.
funny.
No, there were two $5 bills.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't know if you can see that or not. Green.
Yeah, we
She's
got
like,
it.
oh crap. She's like, oh crap. I was just going to give you $5. You owe me $5 now, Will.
Yeah, right.
It was for coffee.
Yeah, it was for coffee. Will goes and buys coffee and then it keeps it in the camper for us to keep. Krista's like, why would you buy the coffee if you're gonna leave it with us? Here's $10. And then it turned into $40 and Krista was confused.
But $40 was to help for the fuel on the way back.
Aw,
Fuel period.
what a guy.
Yeah. And that reminds me. See this thing?
Oh, it's still going?
What?
Barely.
He still has the bracelet on.
Really?
So I'm gonna take
Hey,
it on the show.
He hasn't showered nor done laundry since he's gotten back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Ready? I want to look at that.
Hey, Will, you know they're going to change the color next year, right?
Hoping they wouldn't.
And if not, I'll give you the $65.
But you're homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark's homeless, but the homeless is willing to pay for his flight next year.
it's not like I got to make a house note.
Yeah, right.
God, that's funny.
Brian Waller said he just checked out his fridge, no money.
Gosh dang.
Good night, CR.
Bye, CR.
He's got to fly in the morning. Lucky.
Love practice.
You good?
Yeah, baby. Thank you. Oh, you can't beat that woman right there. She is.
Yeah, as
She
you
is.
see, I pounded on my window and nothing happened.
I showed up.
I saw her. I saw her show up.
Right. Hey, so this weekend we are going to make another trip down and pick up 10 more of our mirror paramotor guys. I have a couple of them that I got to give out that I promised them to. One of them's going to DP for his first flight. One will be going to JR Paramotor. So I am not sending those to you with dog bones and Reese cups. You'll have to pick it up at Moonshiners if you're going to be there. If you're not going to be there, I will mail them off to you. So I'll have a few extra. I will be taking to Moonshiner. So and that I think I covered pretty much the cast here. So and then I found out that this is the last 10 of the handmade versions. So kind of cool to have the original handmade versions.
And I've been using them for my students to give them visualization of what to expect, and they love it. So thank you so much, Eric and Jade. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Actually, one more person wanted one Mike Cotter. He asked for one. I said, you bet. I'll get one out to you. So
with that, let me tell you about my paramotor guy hanging from my mirror. Every time I hit some crazy little bump or whatever, and he starts twisting around and stuff, I get distracted. I'm like, riser twist. Okay, what you want to do is hands up. Like the whole time I'm yelling at it. Chris is looking at me like, why are you talking to that thing? I'm like, I'm trying to help him out. Oh, it's the I can't help it while watch it. I don't know. I just I love the thing. I'm very thankful to have gotten one from you guys, and I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. All we need to do to complete everything would be have one girl that is on the panel get to do her flight, and then I can get one to her. And her name, I don't want to mention because I don't like to bring Linda really into things if I don't have to. So I will just say that when she does her flight, then, we'll have one for her. And there's crickets.
from Linda. JR
Linda
said, dang, that's crazy. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
and Daddy Dutch said he had $150 in his fridge, but after I left on Sunday, the money was gone. And then he said, Brian, I had to give Krista $100 just to take Shane home, so that it was a $250 for me. Laugh out loud. Again, this whole money thing, I'll pay for myself or I'll pay for you guys. It's such a pain in the ass. Kent actually told the bartender not to take my money. So I went up there at the end of the day and I was like, listen, they're cashing out. I want new beers. Give me some beers. And that's the only time she would take my dang money. I was like, I should have told him that he doesn't tip well or something, and maybe she would have taken my money. But yeah, I couldn't get him to come off of the thing that he made with the bartender. She wouldn't have none of it. Hey kid, you know what I just noticed? Monday, was it Monday? The paramotor guy hanging from my mirror, I even noticed that they hand painted the shoelaces on the paramotor guy.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been studying this thing because I had thought about going into making these, and I was looking at it today. These are handmade. You can actually see the fingerprints on some of them. It's like a clay. So pretty cool to have them handmade.
Yeah. Like I said, there's so many things. I literally every now and then I'm at the light or whatever, and I'll look over, and it was on the drive over to was it Sunday or Monday? Over to Kent's, whatever. And I noticed his shoelaces were green. I was like, I never even noticed that. I'm like, what else have I not noticed about this thing? The fuel tank is painted white, so it looks, everything is really spot on with these things, and it's absolutely crazy that there's so much effort and energy put into those. It's just, I wouldn't have the patience to do that. The paramotor guy would be all just black. I wouldn't be painting his goggles or nothing like that. It just, the whole thing could be dipped in some black paint and call it a day.
So Eric, you said that these are the last of the, I guess, handmade ones or whatever. Are they gonna do like mass production or something, or what? Or
Well, so the guy that I talked to, his buddy is still doing them, but I think they're doing them out of a mold now. So,
Which is still fun.
yeah, but I think they're doing these out of a mold. And he wanted to know if I wanted the new ones or the old ones, and I told him no, I want the hand molded ones. I want the originals. Because these are just been something that I think he's only had for the past year and a half or two. But he's been bombarded by everybody in around.
Right.
And he can't keep up with production. The one, it's our only connection that we have here locally, is down in Madison, and it's going to be all the new ones that he ships out. So we're, as I said, we got a couple of them that are asked for, and what we have left over, we're going to bring to moonshiners. Yeah. So I just thought they were cool. They were awesome. And like I told everybody, in return, you guys couldn't have gotten us better things. That was awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. We did not want to exchange money. We wanted something from your state, and we got that. So that was pretty cool. And yes, first in flight, North Carolina.
Nice. Jason Russell Jason Russell Smith said, "I love mine. Thank you very much."
You
for
bet
his paramotor guy.
I snuck his in his truck on the last day.
Yeah.
Nice. Jason Russell Spit.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, those things are phenomenal. Does anybody have one readily available to show on camera? Or mine's in my truck.
Mine's in my truck.
Oh yeah.
I do. I spend more time looking at that thing than I do the road. It's just cool. Like the whole little guy is all cool, and it's really well done. Like I said, I just noticed the shoelaces were painted. I was dumbfounded with that. A lot of work went into those. Yeah, why, Brian, when you make a great product, sales come naturally. I feel like I owe you more than tomatoes and peppers.
No way, Brian. Those tomatoes and peppers were phenomenal. They were good. They were really, really good. That was homemade. That was awesome.
I just retilled my garden this weekend, and I just bought 12 jalapeno plants and one Sorrento pepper plant. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some peppers this year. I don't know if you guys like jalapenos or not, but I'm a big jalapeno fan.
Hey, Shane, Will's got his paramotor man up.
Oh, okay. Let me pin him real quick. Or Will, just talk. Or no. Where's he at?
There we go.
Oh crap. Hold on. I screwed this up. All right.
Arm's getting tired.
You gotta take your
Gotta take what off?
Your background.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec.
We get to see your Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's still up.
I'm surprised it's not hanging from it.
Yeah. Let's see. How do I do that? Stop a video and mute. All right. There. Here, preferences. We'll do it that way. Okay. So you can check out the little dude. And he's like, so that's hand painted, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I mean, he's got all the details. He's got the shoes, and he's even got little gloves on, and his helmet, his glasses.
Is his shoelaces painted on?
Oh man.
Oh, look at my old eyes.
And I actually have a tandem trike, and it's got a female in there, and they have long hair on the female, and with a GoPro stick.
No, mine doesn't have painted on shoelaces, but that's okay. No problem.
I mean, if you look, and then look on the back there, got the little propeller and everything. It's really cool. The gas tank. I mean, man, I just love this thing. And like Shane was saying, I mean, I'm driving down the road, I see that thing. It's like, yeah.
Yep.
And look at the color of the wing too. I mean, they aren't the exact colors of my wing, but they're pretty close.
No, I wouldn't care what color the wing was. The thing is just awesome. The detail in it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if I told you guys or not. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there in case anybody tries to steal it. I will have proof that I would come up with this idea first. But before the show, I'm gonna start doing a 30 or 40-second video and call it the Paramotor Man episodes, and have him and so you're gonna have a video of him flying around with my GoPro as a chase cam, and we're gonna go through some tall trees, which would be my jalapeno plants, and under the dog, and yeah, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but with a Paramotor Man.
There you go.
I think it's gonna be phenomenal. It'll be freaking hilarious.
You remember Mr. Bill? Was it Saturday Night
Mr.
Live?
Bill.
Oh no, Mr. Bill. Anybody?
Yeah, with Gumby.
Yeah, Gumby.
Poor Mr. Bill.
Yeah. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Like
That
that.
was Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Huh?
Man, you're really dating us.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Walter, if you come to the United States of America and you come to my hometown, I will make sure you go home with one of those, but you have to come here. We're not shipping it to you.
No
Walter
kidding.
says he wants one.
It would be cheaper to ship him a real paramotor.
Julian he says it's super cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there'll be any trouble selling those things.
No. If there's a startup cost or whatever, I'll jump in on that, because I think those things would literally, I guarantee you could not keep, if you took 1,000 of those to a fly-in, you would sell every one of them.
They'd fly off the shelf, wouldn't
They would. All puns intended.
Well, I think he's going to be having, I think he's going to do mass production of them. As I said, they're not going to be the handmade ones. They're going to be the molds. I saw them. I liked these better. That's why I said I wanted the hand ones, because the detail's there. The other ones don't have the detail. So I'll get one. He also has larger ones that are probably, the wing is probably 14 inches long. And, but those are quite expensive. I could not afford to get those and hand them out. So,
Wow.
but I can definitely drop a link of where you guys can get these from. Once I find out what that link is. I only
I have
Or, and
very
I know these cost a pretty penny too. So really, thank you guys.
Oh, you betcha.
That's just awesome.
Brian Waller, he said tie a stick to Jack's head and then have the paramotor man hanging in front of his nose, just out of reach. I've already got about 12 videos I could do. I just have to have the time. This past weekend I had planned to do some stuff, and it was just nothing but go. And so maybe this weekend I can get some stuff done, and hopefully as the show starts, I can do either the video in front of the start of the show or after the start of the show.
Anything about you?
What's that? Oh, you're just talking to Jade?
Oh, I was asking Jade.
Bang on the window. It works better.
Well,
Eric's
until
still.
July of 2022. That's crazy.
I think Jade might want to say something about what she's got coming up in her venture.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, for the ladies out there that might be listening, and for my fellow PPG guy buddy friends that are out there, the guys on here have talked me into doing a all women's show where I interview hopefully some new pilots, some veteran pilots, and I would like to keep it right now to strictly 1 hour. And I don't want to deal with having any bad comments or anything like that. You know, I'm very new at the sport myself, and I just want to be able to promote women in the sport also. So I'm hoping that I can have you guys back me up on this when I do get this going, and look forward to seeing you guys in comments also.
So can your first guest be Shayna?
Shayna Tatum.
Oh, I knew I could get Jade to laugh.
No, it might be Krista.
You will listen.
Cupcake Krista.
If you can get her on here, I will buy you dinner.
She was one of my camera girls. And
yes, behind the camera.
Hey, Will got her on camera.
Yeah, and Will, is it safe to? I mean, you have to hire security guards now to keep make sure no one takes any shots at you in life, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Hey, but you know what? You know, last night's call that we did a little call last night. Jade, you basically did a podcast right there.
Yeah.
You realize that?
Yep.
I mean,
no.
You did.
Sure did. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But
So
there's no video of it, so there's no evidence. There's no proof.
What after party? Jade's room.
Don't say it
So
that
yes.
way. That just
Right,
came
I
out
know.
wrong.
I was waiting for that. So
And
no,
how many people
I'm just
were in
hoping that what?
How many people were in your room last night?
I don't know, 6, 8 of us.
I know I missed that, but I had fun the other night when you had the chat room open and we're all like hanging out. That was cool because I was like, I can just like chill out. I didn't have any makeup on, nothing. I'm like, I'm with my buds, you know, we all can hang out and
Exactly.
You guys are like my family, seriously. And because normally something will come out, I'm like, oh heck no, I ain't getting on there. But you know, I knew I was with and everything, so it's all good.
And no, this is not going to be swipe to the left, swipe to the right, guys.
Oh
Some
no,
of you
she
in
was
Sorry,
here.
Brian.
And Walter.
That's funny.
So if anybody has any questions that you would like me to, you know, make as a normal questionnaire. Please help me. I've got a couple questions. I did interview 2 gals down at Bad Apples. One of them, the interview didn't go through, other than the portion that Krista interviewed her with. And then I got another gal, Kat, and she is a 2-month new trike pilot, her and her husband. And I might do hers first and then also have her right on as a start. And Wyatt's mom, Bonnie Parker, I'm looking to set something up with her. Not talking just strictly about Wyatt, but you know, her adventures and how she's going through everything.
Cool.
So
Yeah, right.
That sounds really cool.
So me being the guy that tells the jokes. So on this all lady cast, on this all lady podcast or YouTube channel. So when you guys are talking about cycles, are you be talking 2-stroke? Nobody? That shit was
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
this is where I don't want to do this.
Hey Jay, did you talk to Michelle?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
one that I interviewed, and it didn't get recorded, other than the last 2 or 3 questions that Krista interviewed her with. So
Yeah,
I might do
I'm
a
sure
Zoom with her.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd do it again.
So do you
Mark,
see her often, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, she's local. She stays pretty busy, but she's local here.
Okay. Yeah, I do have her on Facebook now, so I can reach out to her that way also.
Okay.
Hey, Mark,
But she was pretty interesting.
Did you tell her in the video where I throw my brake out of my hand, I was waving at her in the video?
I can.
That's a true story. I look over, I go, "Oh, it's Michelle." All through my brake. Oh yeah. So yeah, let her know that that's why she's the reason I threw my brake. I was waving at her.
And that was probably something to do with me blowing your wing.
Hey, what you guys do on your own time is brought into here.
We're buddies.
Hey Mark, what's your motto? $20 is $20.
Right?
I know that's right. Don't forget, I'm homeless.
Hey,
Yeah, so it's going to be, we're still going to have, need some help here. And with Jade's channel, she's working on the intro right now. But we're going to need, there again, moderators, because I think you're going to see a lot of females come out of the woodwork and want to go on that channel. We'll see how it goes. If it flops, then it flops. Well, you know, but I think you were going to see a lot of girls coming into the chat, because she does talk to a few of them that people know and are willing to come on the show and talk about their experiences.
Yeah, and if they're not willing to come onto the show, they'll still be in the background in the chat, and that's where you get your questions and
Absolutely.
from the chat.
Absolutely. And you're going to see, I think you'll see, I mean, everybody's going to be welcome to be in the chat, you know, of course, but you're going to see, like you said, Will, you'll see a lot more people come out and a lot more females come out that are even interested in this. So
That's what I've been saying. I think you're going to have a overwhelming, maybe not at first, but once it starts catching traction, you'll start getting more and more people, females, coming out and saying, "Hey, I want to tell you my story," or "Hey, I want to watch this show because it has to do with females flying and I want to fly." I think it's a phenomenal idea, and it hasn't been done yet. So and for the male part of it, I think we are interested in hearing how the women get into the sport or want to get into the sport. And I just think it's all around a really good idea.
Yep, absolutely.
So here in about 5 minutes, we're going to end this thing here. Do you guys want to do an after party and have whoever wants in the chat go to a non-recorded after party, after show, whatever you want to call it? Are you guys pretty much done? What?
I'm willing if anybody wants to.
All right. If you guys would like, I will put the when it gets close, another 5 minutes, and I'll put the chat or the information into the thingamabobber there.
You know that you could just keep this going, just kill your live streams and continue in this, so everybody already knows how to get there. Just a thought.
Can you say that in English? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So once you stop your live stream on YouTube and you stop your audio, your room that you're in right now will be private, like we do when we go private.
Well, yeah, I was gonna kill that, but I don't know how to. All right. Oh, well, walk me through it. That's what we'll do.
Sure.
I totally get it. Oh my God.
Well, Linda, you don't leave anywhere. You just stay right there.
So since you got 4
then.
minutes, I guess we could wrap it all up and kill the live stream and kill the audio.
100%. Okay.
So let me ask this though, before everybody leaves on the chat. What do you think about the girls show? If you guys can leave me a message in there and just let me know if you guys think it would work or if you guys would back me on it. I'd really appreciate it.
I think it's awesome. And the girls that are in my class, I'll make sure that they go and check that out. So where would they go? They'd go to your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Is that where it's going to be, or is it going to be on Facebook?
No, it'll be on probably YouTube, like what we're doing here.
Okay. And what's your YouTube channel? How do we get there?
Paramotorgirl.com and or Flying Flamingo Jade. And I'm not sure what my name is going to be for my show yet.
Okay. So make sure that we go to paramotorgirl.com, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and that way you know when things are going to happen.
Correct.
Hey, Jade, any idea what day you're looking at?
Well, I don't want to interfere with anybody else. So
You said something about Tuesday at 8 p.m.
I'm in.
No one's doing nothing then.
This is why it's going to be all women.
Hey, actually, if you read the comments, everybody's saying
I
do
see
it.
that. I appreciate it, guys.
And
I think Friday and Saturday is open.
What is it?
Friday and Saturday, I think, are open for podcasts.
Right. And that's usually when we do our Facebook parties. Usually, if we're bored. So.
I hear the peepers.
Yeah, it's just one.
They're replying to Eric's last joke. Oh, that's crickets.
This is the survivor.
Oh, the baby. Oh.
My only survivor.
Oh no.
He doesn't want to leave my side.
Oh. Oh, he's so cute.
For all of you guys that don't know, like within 10 minutes before we started this show, Eric went to pick up his daughter and he walked out to the garage and we had my 8 baby flamingo chickens growing out there in a bigger dog kennel because we put them in a bigger cage, and for some unknown reason, a stupid weasel came into our garage. We had the garage doors open because we were grilling out and killed all but this one. And
we think the weasel got it.
You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
How do you know it was a weasel? How do you know it was a weasel?
We saw it, and I tried cornering it, and Eric swatted at it with the broom because it was still trying to pull him out.
You get a lot of those over there, the weasels?
I've never seen them before. Never, ever.
That's so. I wonder, like a neighbor or something, like, are those like pets, the weasels?
No, I don't think was.
Oh,
no.
they're just wild things or whatever. Oh,
all right, God. Sean, don't I need to add a link in the chat so people can go to it for the after party?
Yeah, so the link that this is in right now, will go private as soon as you turn off the video, the YouTube live stream. So this ID and password for us to be in here right now, that's the link that you'll put in the chat.
Right. So like I just sent.
I'm on the iPad, so unfortunately I was not able to see any of the chat tonight.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So if you guys want to go to the after show, and we're just going to BS pretty much like this. It won't be recorded. It won't be whatever. It's just us talking, hanging out. So Will, where can we find you real quick, sir?
You can find me at willflyppg.com or youtube.com/willfly.
Miss Flamingo, where can we find you?
Flying Flamingo Jade, or paramotorgirl.com.
Miss Linda, where can we find you?
Yes. ParamountUSA.com.
Sean Simons, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at SeanSimons.com, SeanSimons.org, ppggrandpa.com, paramotorarkansas.com, arkansasparamotor.com, iflyparamotors.com, and so many more. But make sure you go over to clearproptv.com and fill out that form if you won some stickers tonight, so we can send you out your stickers.
Mr. Eric, where can we find you other than in the garage trying to kill a weasel?
Right. You can find me at ppglear.com.
All right, guys. And I'm Shane with Never Trust a Skinny Chef. You can find me, or Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, or you can find me at ppgshane.com. Thank you, guys. We will see you guys next Tuesday. Well, actually, we'll see you Monday on Clear Prop TV at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. And then we'll see you guys back here on Tuesday at 8
And we
o'clock
can
Eastern
find Mark at paralifeppg.com.
Oh, crap. Where is Mark at? I didn't see him. Oh, he's not in the.
Oh, I was
Mark,
gonna say, poor
Mark, I
Mark.
apologize.
Eric has my back.
I kept trying.
I'm looking at the screen and then there's a tab over, and I was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, oh crap. And I was literally going down the list the way it's on the screen, and you were off to the side. I'm severely embarrassed.
We're all good.
Side, Mark. You just
All right,
off
Mark,
to the side.
give it to us good. Ready?
You can find me at paralifeppg.com or on YouTube at paralifeppg.
And he's got cups, shirts, stickers, all high quality material. And I'm a proud supporter of his channel, along with Clear Prop TV. So, and Jade and Eric and Linda. Let me scroll over. And Will.
And Will.
Hey, man.
So Will.
And
All
that
right,
guy
guys.
Will over there.
Will, are you feeling the love here?
Okay. Recording stopped. Now.
That's our audio, and now you have to kill the live stream.
And
So
how do I do that?
go to